Hello, my name is Carol Kidd. Today I'm going to discuss how to create effective presentations for adult learners. In order to understand how to do this, it is important that we understand the concept of andragogy, the theory of how adults learn. This was developed by Malcolm Knowles, a famous educator who made 4 initial assumptions about adult learners. And then in 1984, he added a 5th assumption. These assumptions include self-concept, the adult learning experience, readiness to learn, orientation to learning, and the motivation to learn. The first assumption, self-concept, is that as individuals mature, they become more independent and self-directed. They want to have ownership over their own learning. The second assumption, the adult learning experience, revolves around the idea that adults have a wealth of knowledge to pull from when learning a new skill. It should not be assumed that they are beginners, and their experience should be taken into account. The third assumption, readiness to learn, refers to an adult learner's desire to know why they need to know what they are learning. They need to know it is applicable to their life. This leads into the fourth assumption, an adult's orientation to learning. Adults want to be able to apply what they learned immediately to help solve a problem they are currently facing. Adults are more intrinsically motivated, which leads us into the fifth assumption made by Malcolm Knowles. Adult learners learn things because they want to, and because they find it beneficial to themselves. When developing professional development, it is important that we consider that adult learners have different needs than adolescent learners. Due to this, it is essential we consider andragogy over pedagogy. Adult learners want to have control over their own learning and desire the ability to immediately apply what they are learning to help solve a problem. Any instruction given to adult learners should be of value to them and their work environment. Adolescent learners aren't able to understand when their time is being wasted and misused, but adult learners will realize this quite quickly. One way we can ensure that we are creating professional development that will fit the needs of adult learners is by including them in the planning process. One way to do this is through surveys. This will help ensure that the planned professional development is relevant to our adult learners and increases engagement and participation. Another practice that will help engage adult learners and increase engagement is beginning with the end in mind. Make it clear what skill or new knowledge they are supposed to be learning and how it can be used to help them solve a problem in education. This can be done by providing a learning target. A third strategy that would be helpful when creating and delivering effective professional development presentations is incorporating authentic collaborative learning activities. Adult learners learn best when they are able to work with their peers toward a common problem. When planning professional development, it is also important to consider bias that can affect the presentations as well as the audience. Bias can affect the way ideas are communicated, received, and used, impacting the effectiveness of the presentation. One way presenters can reduce bias in a presentation is by using inclusive language. Inclusive language will help the presenter avoid stereotyping, ensuring everyone feels respected and valued, regardless of gender, race, ethnicity, age, or other factors. Another way the presenter can reduce bias is by incorporating diverse perspectives throughout the presentation to show an understanding of different cultural and ethnic backgrounds. Doing this won't only promote cultural competence, but it will also help the presentation itself by making it more engaging and creating a sense of relevance and creating connections for everyone in the audience. Thank you for listening.